As the author and leadership expert John C. Maxwell once said, people may hear your words, but they definitely feel your attitude. During my personal interview with high school history teacher and football coach Isidro, he explained how communication has major impact in both the classroom and athletic environments. Through our conversations, I learned how important communication truly is when it comes to leadership, mentorship, and building relationships with others. The purpose of my speech today is to highlight the effects technology has on communication, the value of mentorship and experience in career development, and all the things we talked about, how the importance of communication skills play into our everyday lives within schools. To get started, let's look at why communication skills really matter. Isidro, the person I interviewed earlier in the week, works in high school education as a history teacher and also serves as a football coach for the junior varsity football team. In both coaching and teaching, poor communication is extremely negative and impactful to the environment, so proper communication is a must because educators must motivate students, manage conflict, and build trust to clearly explain information. During the interview, Isidro expressed that strong communication is one of the most important skills in both athletics and education because when expectations are clear and strong, relationships are built and students perform better both academically and personally. Some of the most important communication skills he discussed include active listening, clear and concise speaking, and conflict resolution. For example, if a football coach does not communicate a play such as this, which can get lost in translation very easily, the players are not set up to succeed, and the same idea applies in the classroom. If teachers are unable to explain instructions effectively, students may struggle to succeed and grow. With communication skills we talked about earlier, the interview, we kind of moved into how technology has impacted the way we communicate today. Technology has created many positive changes in communication. Programs such as online grading systems, educational platforms, emails, group chats, everything like that allows teachers and coaches to communicate quickly and more efficiently. Same thing for students, are able to access information much quicker than before. However, technologies such as our everyday iPad, our iPhone, things like that, create challenges. It can reduce face-to-face interaction skills, make communication feel less personal, and create distractions. According to a report by the Pew Research Center, 73% of adults believe that technology has improved communication overall, but many still express concerns about the quality of in-person communication. While speaking with Isidro, he mentioned that many students today are very comfortable communicating through text and messaging portals, but often struggle with public speaking, personal conversations, and face-to-face communication. This shows how technology can improve convenience, but it also negatively affects interpersonal skills. During the talk with him, he kind of emphasized how schools are starting to ban iPads, phones, things like that to help improve our face-to-face communication. So he says he's interested to see how that goes. But to conclude the interview, we shifted kind of into discussing the importance of experiential learning and mentorship. Isidro explained that leadership skills, confidence, and practical knowledge are learned not only through textbooks, but through real-world experience and mentorship from others. He explained that adaptability, patience, and hands-on learning are essential in both teaching and coaching. He shared that the most rewarding part of his career is building relationships with students and athletes where creating a safe and supportive environment where they can grow and succeed as people. According to the career development experts from the National Association of College and Employers, hands-on learning experience with students develop career readiness skills that employers highly value. This demonstrates why mentorship and real-world experience are very crucial for personal and professional growth. To represent this kind of mentorship and things, he kind of wants to see our people in school look like this and engaging with each other face to face, no phones, in sight, things like that. But the most important insight that I gained from my interview with Isidro was that communication is not only speaking clearly, but also about building trust, forming meaningful relationships, and truly listening to others. Kind of circling back to that quote from John C. Maxwell, people often remember the feeling of that communication creates more than just the words themselves. This is what makes effective communication such a powerful skill in everyday life and career development.